Hello and welcome to the Recursion Cafe, where we play games from the discard pile. Today's game features Sunzida on the left playing against myself on the right. Sunzida is playing the Black Panther, a 2-move hero with 14 health, melee, with a sidekick called Shuri who is ranged at 6 health. Whenever he boosts, he draws a card, and he is able to steal cards from the top of the opponent's deck to store in his vibranium suit. And this is particularly dangerous in this matchup because Daredevil really relies on Devil of Hell's Kitchen to recur his deck. So that's notable in this game. I'm playing Daredevil, a solo hero, 3 moves, 17 health melee. If I have 2 or few cards in my hand, I'm a blind boost attack and defense. So whenever his back is to the wall, he's able to hit harder and defend better. So approaching this matchup, I really thought that I was fighting uphill, but I wanted to test it out because Black Panther being a newer hero, we wanted to see how this dynamic worked. And my strategy was just to go really hard in and be really aggressive to try and put Black Panther on the back foot. Even though he is able to recover faster with his automatic card draw engine, I just wanted to see how that went. So I will maneuver and boost straight in and use Through Adversity to deal 1 damage to each of Sunzida's characters. So, and put me right next to Shuri, who I know can't hit as hard as Black Panther, and also kind of be out of range of Black Panther. So Sunzida decides to swap her fighters over, which makes sense. She wants to protect Shuri until she can play her schemes, and will attack with Black Panther. It'll be an Ancestral Insight into a Son of a Boxer. I do lose that combat, but Black Panther takes 2 damage, so that's kind of a reasonable trade from me. And Sunzida gets to steal the top card of my deck, which is a Feint. It's only a 1 boost. Having Feint in my deck is pretty handy against Black Panther, but I can't say I'm super upset about it. It's not the worst pull. First action, I will attack into Black Panther with a Devil of Hell's Kitchen. It gets feinted, but I have 2 cards in hand because I'm trying to be really aggressive here. So I will boost with a Breather, so it is a 6 into a 2. I don't get the recursion effect, but I do put 4 damage into Black Panther, putting him at half health. And this is maybe the 3rd or 4th turn of the game. And my second action will be Maneuver. I'm trying my best to keep 3 cards in hand so as to be able to blind boost when I need to. I'll take 1 step away, I don't want to be too far. Sunzida cleverly moves out of melee range and then is able to use her ranged sidekick to hit me from afar. I have 3 cards in hand. I don't really want to blind boost this, or I don't really want to defend this particularly hard, and I know Shuri can't hit very hard. It turns out it was just a regroup, so everyone's happy. I take only 1 damage and Sunzida gets 2 card draw. I will then maneuver in. I have 4 cards in hand, which is unfortunate, but having cards in hand is still not a bad thing. It's a Man Without Fear into a Feint. If I did have 3 cards in my hand, I could blind boost that with my ability, which would have been nice, but unfortunately that's not how it turned out. Here's a Tactical Remote Scanning, stealing a Feint and a Grappling Hook. So that's 2 Feints out of my deck gone, which is less than ideal. But it does happen, I guess, in this matchup, and you just have to take it. Again, if it's not Devil of Hell's Kitchen, I'm all breathers for that matter, I'm less upset about it. So I will maneuver, hand count up to 4, and I will just keep the pressure up with Through Adversity. So that's 2 more automatic damage, bring Black Panther down to 6 and Shuri down to 4. At this point the dials move out of view, so I've put up a little display so that we can keep track of it until we return them to view. I've still only taken 2 damage, so I'm feeling pretty healthy, and I think I keep drawing versatile cards or defense cards. I'm happy to just keep aggressing and putting pressure on Black Panther, who will attack now with a Wakanda Forever into a Son of a Boxer. So Sunzida has the option to boost this, and if she wants to, she will want to boost it twice to make maximum value out of taking 2 damage back. She does decide to, so boost with my Grappling Hook, which is a value 2, and boosting with a Feint on my end one of my Feints doesn't really feel like it's worth it. So I think she probably has bigger boost values in hand to kind of, again, get maximum value. It's currently doing 2 damage to me to do 2 damage to herself, but she will boost with a second Wakanda Forever. Again, I can't say I'm upset about that. So I take 5 damage, bringing me down to 10, but Black Panther takes 2 back. And having spent 2 Wakanda Forevers out of 3, that's, I think, a pretty reasonable trade. So Black Panther down to 4 health, and I'm on 10. With a hand size of 2, meaning that my blind boosts are online. So here's the is the first action. Here's an attack. It is a take a knee into Ancestral Insight. I will attempt to blind boost to pass over Ancestral Insight. And of course, luck is on my side, or not on my side in this case, and I pull the only feint that's left in my deck, and I don't win the combat. So actually, I think I heal the 3 with this Man Without Fear, but actually, Sunzida's effect triggers first. She steals the 3. I heal with the 2, which is a breather. So less than ideal. She gets a 3 to boost with, but that's just the ordering of how that works. That's unfortunate, I guess. And then I'll maneuver and take a step back. So 2 cards in hand. And actually, I'm feeling reasonably confident. I know Black Panther has a lot of cards in hand, but I know both cards in my hand are versatile and or defense. And so I'm happy to just let Black Panther come up to me. Even with 2 actions, that's fine by me. So a Stalking Panther provides 2 actions above the movement. And it's a Wakanda Forever, the last one, into another Son of a Boxer. I figured at this point, Sunzida had to make things happen, so it would be a big attack. And so of course, she will boost with my 3 and a 2 from my hand. So that's again 5 damage into me and 2 damage back to Black Panther. So I'm down to 7 health after the healing from last turn, and Black Panther is down to 2 health only. And at this point, I know I have 1 card in hand, and Sunzida has another action, but I just have to get 1 big hit in, and I think things are alright, and I don't even need to go after Shuri, which is refreshing. So there's the 2 draw from the double boost from Wakanda Forever in Black Panther's ID ability. And here's the second attack. I think I have to defend this, and it's an anti-metal clause into a grappling hook. So it is 3 into 3. I have to choose the blind boost first. If I do not, Sunzida gets to boost her card, which is an interesting kind of dynamic there, which is really fun, honestly. And she will boost with a 2, with a Shuri card, which is a healing card, which is, again, I'm not upset about, but I think Sunzida felt that she had to push damage in. And I will use the grappling hook effect to move back. I'll maneuver. I'm at 5 health. It's getting a little bit dicey. And I'll just take a step back, meaning that Black Panther has to boost into me. He's usually less upset about having to do that, but I was just doing that on the off chance that it might put some amount of hand pressure onto her. She will boost with a Vibranium Shockwave and takes the draw and will attack. And I feel like I have to defend this. Anti-Metal Claws again into take a knee, so that's even more triggers. So I choose whether or not to blind boost. I decline, I think. Sunzida gets to boost her card, and then I get to heal with the ability of take a knee. I know that she can't take me from 5 to 0 with that, so I decline the blind boost. I'm also running out of deck at this point, so I don't really want to blind boost away my Devil of Hell's Kitchen or anything like that. So there's the boost with a Stalking Panther. So it is a 5 value into 3, I take 2 damage. I then heal with my ability, with the ability of take a knee through adversity, so I take net 0 damage. I think that was pretty lucky on my part. And then I will swing back with my last card in hand, and there's a grappling hook into an evade 3 to 3, but of course I can blind boost this, and the top card is a 2 value, bringing Black Panther to 0. And that right there is game. That was a wild game. It happened, it all happened in like 10 minutes, and it was great. And of course the last card of my deck is a Devil of Hell's Kitchen, which would have hit for an 8. But that was super fun. There's lots of blind boosting going on, lots of stacking triggers and kind of putting cards into the discard pile in the right order that you have to keep track of. But yeah, that was super fun, so thank you for the game, Sunzida. I thought I'd take an opportunity just to kind of talk about this matchup, because initially when Black Panther was spoiled, we all thought that his ability would wreck Daredevil, right? As long as he can steal a Devil of Hell's Kitchen, that really puts the pressure on Daredevil. But after this game, we played 2 more games. I played Daredevil again into Black Panther, and I achieved the result that you can see on screen right now. I won the game at maximum health. And it felt crazy. That's the complete opposite of what I thought, and some of my friends thought as well. And so we swapped it, right? We exchanged fighters just to see if it was, how the player approaches the game. And we had almost a similar result. Daredevil completely steamrolled Black Panther. And even in that third game, Black Panther managed to steal Devil of Hell's Kitchen. But it didn't really matter, because Daredevil can just blast through Black Panther's defenses. And maybe it was, our approach to playing Black Panther was still getting our head around him. but it felt like a really kind of wonky matchup, especially given what some of us initially thought about the way that would go. So yeah, that's just a little post-game analysis of that particular matchup. But it goes to show how you really have to play these matchups to kind of get to know them, and how solid the game design is, that even though it might seem skewed one way, it's actually all to play for, and it might even surprise you. So well done everyone at Restoration Games. Cool. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.